The ocean breathes in a silver light, washing the edges of the quiet night. I leave my footprints on the glowing sand, exploring the shores of an unseen land. The water is calm and the wind is slow, whispering secrets I used to know. A parallel rhythm begins to play, chasing the earthly shadows away. We are walking on the ultimate shore, frequencies are humming pure and deep, guarding the parallel promises we keep. We are bound by the invisible thread, following the cosmic paths we tread, to reality spinning into one. place in the deep, guarding the secrets the forest will keep, glowing in shades of a violet hue, drinking the silver and magical dew. The heavy shadows are melting away under the light of a neon day. I step through the moss and the quiet vines, where all the organic beauty aligns. We are watching the luminous bloom, erasing the shadows and chasing the gloom. A gentle unfolding of beautiful light, healing the spirit and warming the night. Warming the night. The petals are opening soft and slow, a silent, beautiful, radiant show. I feel the energy hum in the air, washing away every earthly care. The colors are blending in silver and gold, the greatest of stories the forest has told. We are watching the luminous bloom, erasing the shadows and chasing the gloom. A gentle unfolding of beautiful light, healing the spirit and warming the night. The roots are connected beneath the soft ground, a living connection without any sound. We breathe in the magic that floats on the breeze, finding the ultimate comfort and ease. The heartbeat of nature is steady and clear, erasing the remnants of sorrow and fear. We are watching the luminous bloom, erasing the shadows and chasing the gloom. Beautiful light. The luminous night. shines with a quiet light, illuminating all the endless night. The ripples turn to neon gold. A beautiful story gently told. I let the currents pull me near, washing away the final fear. We are drifting on the bioluminescent tide, where all the peaceful energies hide. A seamless journey through the glowing stream, waking up inside the organic dream. Organic dream. quiet in the heart, a steady frequency of light to guide the spirit through the night. The heavy logic melts away into a calm and focused state. We gather every wandering thought into the silence we have sought. Welcome to the lucid state. Beyond the shadows of the gate, floating in the endless stream, awakening inside the dream. The lucid state. Endless dream. No rushing rivers, only still a gentle breeze upon the hill. The deep awareness takes control, restoring balance to the soul. A perfect vision in the blue, where every melody is true. Welcome to the lucid state. Beyond the shadows of the gate, floating in the endless stream, awakening inside the dream. The pendulum forgets to swing as we absorb the everything, a sanctuary of the mind, leaving the restless world behind. The rhythm carries us along inside this pure and focused song. Welcome to the lucid state. Beyond the shadows of the gate, inside the dream. Attitude is shifting now, removing worry from the brow. We elevate above the cloud, escaping from the heavy crowd. A single point of shining bright is guiding us through focused night. The air is thin, the breathing slow, inside the rhythm that we know. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a balm. We are floating in the highest space, finding the ultimate mental grace. The world below is small and gray, as all the shadows melt away. The mind is a diamond sharp and clear, without a single trace of fear. A steady hum of energy, unlocking what we meant to be. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a balm. We are floating in the highest space, finding the ultimate mental grace. The pendulum is resting here, the atmosphere is crystal clear. We hold the focus in our hands like falling silent golden sands. The flow is steady, deep and pure. The quietness is the perfect cure. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a balm. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a balm. Highest sharp and clear. Sharp and clear. A gentle push into the stream, awakening inside the dream. The noise of yesterday is gone, as a steady quiet leads us on. No friction in the open air, no heavy burdens left to bear. The path is clear, the vision bright, bathed in a pure and silver light. Without a sound, above the heavy, solid ground, the mind is perfectly aligned, leaving the wandering thoughts behind. We ride the current of the deep, a quiet promise that we keep. We are moving with the silent momentum, entering the deep and peaceful sanctum. The misty thoughts begin to clear away into a bright and an unclouded day. I feel the focus sharpening inside, like a calm ocean with a steady tide. No restless whispers to disturb the view. Everything aligns so pure and true. The heavy weight of worry falls behind, leaving a quiet space within the mind. We are reaching toward the clear horizon, where the serene and quiet truths are rising. A beautiful expansion in the deep, inside the sanctuary that we keep. Clear horizon. The linear lines of light begin to guide, where all the peaceful resolutions hide. I breathe the silence of this open space, moving completely in a state of grace. No ticking clocks to create a fear, just a pure awareness growing clear. We are reaching toward the clear horizon, where the serene and quiet truths are rising. A beautiful expansion in the deep, inside the sanctuary that we keep. The inner vision has no boundary line, following a beautiful and pure design. We float along the currents of the thought, finding the answers that we always sought. The steady resonance is smooth and deep, guarding the promises we choose to keep. We are reaching toward the clear horizon, a gentle glow, revealing paths we used to know. No heavy steps to cross the line, guided by a perfect and divine design. The colors shift from dark to blue, unlocking a dimension bright and new. We are walking through the luminous portal, leaving behind the heavy and the mortal. A peaceful transition in the open air, floating away from the earthly care. Earthly The threshold sings a quiet and soft tune beneath the shadow of a double moon. I feel the energy begin to rise, unfolding right before my very eyes. A parallel sanctuary in the deep, guarding the secrets that the stars will keep. We are walking through the luminous portal, leaving behind the heavy and the mortal. A peaceful transition in the open air, floating away from the earthly care. The fabric of the space begins to bend, where all the old and weary journeys end. We enter into a gentle floating stream, awakening inside the ultimate dream. A seamless connection of the soul, making the fragmented visions whole. We are walking through the luminous portal, leaving behind the heavy and the mortal. stars begin to trace the silent beauty of this space. Leaving the atmosphere behind. Celestial shape. A heartbeat in the silent void, where every fear is now destroyed. We're more than dust, we're more than light, finding our soul within the night. Can you feel the rhythm start, beating like a single heart, from the stars down to the earth, witnessing a new rebirth? Weightless emotion dissolving into the light. slips away, revealing now the endless day. I feel the gravity release and welcome the eternal peace. A million whispers in the wind, reminding me where I begin. The heavy world is far below, immersed inside this golden glow. We are rising on the ethereal ascent, where every broken moment is beautifully spent, floating endlessly in the open sky, where the glowing spirits never die. Spirits never die. Spectrum shifts to brilliant white, erasing all the dark of night. A symphony of quiet graces echoing across this space. I breathe the pure and stellar air, finding my sanctuary there. We are rising on the ethereal ascent, where every broken moment is beautifully spent, floating endlessly in the open sky, where the glowing spirits never die. The universe is opening wide, with nothing left to fear or hide. The melody becomes my own, I'll never have to walk alone. Softly drifting to the source, following this luminous course. We are rising on the ethereal ascent, where every broken moment is beautifully spent, golden glow in the sky. Into the light. The heavy thoughts begin to fade. Inside the quiet we have made, I breathe the silence of the night. peaceful story gently told. Dissolves in the open air without a single worry or care. We are falling into the ethereal surrender. Is slowly calm, an invisible and healing balm. We navigate the emotional deep, a sanctuary that we safely keep. The heavy anchors pull no more. We drift toward a peaceful shore. We are falling into the ethereal surrender, where the universe is warm and tender, beautiful release. to the quiet we have made. I feel the tension softly break with every single breath I take. The heavy shadows turn to light inside this beautiful and endless night. No rushing hours to control the day, just the gentle wind that blows away. We are listening to the echoes of peace, finding a beautiful and total release. Seamless journey to the calm within, where all the healing journeys will begin. Choices that we need to make. I hear a whisper from a distant star, reminding the spirit of who we are. The gentle frequencies align the soul, making the broken fragments completely whole. The air is pure and the sky is deep, a sanctuary that the heart will keep. We drift along the cosmic tide, where all the peaceful resolutions hide. No anchors holding us to the floor, just an open and an endless door. We are fabric of the sky begins to fold. The story that the universe has told. I step across the borders of the light into a world that shines so pure and bright. The colors bleed across the open space, revealing a serene and quiet place. Two different versions of the endless sea, unlocking everything we're meant to be. We are floating where dimensions intertwine, following the beautiful and pure design. A gentle intersection of the deep, where all the parallel secrets softly sleep. Dimensions intertwined, softly sleep. The air is shimmering with silver dust, a quiet sanctuary built on trust. I feel the echo of another soul, making the broken fragments completely whole. No heavy gravity to pull us down, far away from the noisy earthly town. We are floating where dimensions intertwine, following the beautiful and pure design. A gentle intersection of the deep, where all the parallel secrets softly sleep. The threads of destiny begin to weave a parallel reality we believe. We ride the current of the gentle wind, where all the beautiful journeys will begin. A seamless transition through the door to a peaceful and an alternate shore. We pendulum has forgotten how to swing as we absorb the peace in everything. A seamless river rolling through the dark, leaving behind a bright and silver spark. The hours melt into a single line, part of a beautiful and calm design. No sudden shifts to break the steady state. We leave the heavy world outside the gate. We are drifting in the deep continuum, escaping from the loud and fast delirium, a flawless motion in the open space, finding our ultimate and quiet grace, quiet The silence speaks in a familiar tone, reminding us we never walk alone. A crystal clarity that holds us tight, guiding the focus through the starry night. The boundaries of the mind begin to blur, without a single shadow or a stir. We are drifting in the deep continuum, escaping from the loud and fast delirium, a flawless motion in the open space, finding our ultimate and quiet grace. The inner landscape is so wide and clear, free from the friction of